Hi everyone!
Hello! Welcome to a new planning vlog. So today we're going to be talking to you about planning our very first trip to Shanghai Disneyland.
The planning book is out.
It's
time to now share with you our plans.
Yeah, so when you're watching this, we'll only have about 2 days to go before we go. How exciting.
Yeah. So we're doing this completely from a planning and booking perspective. So we haven't been to Shanghai before. It's our first time
First time, yeah.
So what we're doing in this vlog is just talking about the experience we've had of planning and booking our trip. We're going to include the visas, our flights, park tickets, hotels,
activities.
Yeah, so we're going to obviously cover that, but when we actually vlog our trip, that's where we're really going to have the experience, the tips, how it worked, if it worked.
And some of the things that we discuss in this planning vlog, we're actually going to mention that we'll probably capture it in the vlogs themselves.
Yeah.
So we'll briefly touch on it, but the vlog should bring to light our experiences in those elements.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And I did most of the planning for this trip. Obviously, I've been off work recently, so I've had more time. So it's probably going to be me talking more because I've just been a lot closer to it.
It makes sense.
Yeah, so let's kick off.
So the first thing we thought about when planning our trip was when to go. So the first thing we looked at was any holidays, any public holidays, i.e. Chinese New Year. And we're actually going to link below the website that we used that lists all the holidays that you should be aware of.
Yeah, because we're actually going over Easter. And whilst we're going over a weekend, it's Easter in the UK, but China doesn't have the same celebrations. So from everything we've read, the park shouldn't be public holiday level at all. And the climate in Shanghai was obviously a factor as well.
Yes, so in the colder months, it really is cold. And in the hotter months, it really is hot and humid.
Yeah. So what we've read is that springtime is best to go. So anywhere March through May, but still check those holidays beforehand. And also later in the year is good to go as well. But we decided to
go... said April. Smack bang in the middle of the cooler months.
So also we had to decide how long we're actually going to go for, didn't we?
Yes.
So we are going to China for 4 nights and 3 days. It was the choice between going and not going, so it's a long way to go.
So I think some people might be watching this think, you're so crazy going for 4 days, but it literally, like Luke says, what's the difference between going and not going? We've done a long haul flight to like Tokyo before on a short trip, so we're not, you know, we're used to it. So and for Disney, we'll do anything for Disney.
Yeah, we just this trip we are just going to see Shanghai Disneyland.
Yeah.
We're not going to focus any other part of China on this particular trip. So there's only one park,
which is then plus.
Yeah, you see, it makes it a lot easier just having one park. And then there's Disney Town, which is like Disney Springs or Downtown Disney.
Yeah.
We've decided to do 3 full park days. Everything we've read has suggested that 2 days would be fine. But we wanted to have 3, didn't we?
We wanted to have 3 to be more comfortable. We're not going at a particularly peak time of year, so we know that 3 days, from all the research that we've done, is going to be a good amount of time. Yeah,
we did look at Shanghai because it's only about 45 minutes to get into Shanghai from Disneyland, and we did consider it, but I think we're just going to focus on Disney in this trip.
Yeah. So I'm just going to be up close and honest with you and say, for the visas, Luke took the lead with this one.
Yeah, we've got our visas. We went for a tourist visa, and we're going to come on to more information about that in a minute. But if you are visiting China, and this is complicated, but we will link below for more information, they offer a 144-hour visa-free transit visa, which is basically 6 days. But there are some terms attached. So for example, if you were flying from the UK to China and then from China on to some other country, then you could look at this scheme. So say you were going to combine Shanghai with Hong Kong and then come back to the UK, that would work. But for us, because we're flying just to Shanghai and home, doesn't matter how long we're staying for, we have to apply for a full tourist visa. So it is complicated.
I know a few people that were following us on social media were asking why we didn't apply for this 144-hour visa, and hopefully this kind of explains why we didn't go down that route.
Yeah, we wish it would have worked for us because it would have been a lot easier, but we will give the link to that below to see if you can investigate that more. But we applied for a transit visa. via the Chinese Visa Application Centre.
We went to London.
We did. In London. There is lots of different websites that offer to do the service for you. We felt we could just do it direct. So we applied direct. Make sure you're on the right website because there are some pages that charge a lot more. There's quite a few around the UK.
Yeah, there are. Yep.
There's London, Manchester, Belfast, and I think it's Edinburgh. Let me just check. Yeah, Edinburgh.
Sure. Yep.
So there's 4 across the UK, and we're just going to go through what you may want to skip this bit if it's not applicable to you, but we want to just share our experience of getting that visa.
Yes.
So we applied around 2 months before we went. The official advice said to apply 1 month before. We just felt really nervous about that because with work commitments and so on, we weren't sure we could get to London.
It made us nervous, to say the least. Like, I wasn't prepared to leave it 1 month to go. No way.
But there was a good amount of appointments available, and we checked regularly right up to the point we went. So appointment wise, when we were applying, it was a really good time.
Yep.
But we don't know if certain points of the year are a lot busier. We did ours in February, didn't we?
Yeah.
February. So the process is, very quickly, and this is current, it may change. Complete your application online. You have to try and upload a mobile with a photo, from your mobile phone with a white background.
Which was a challenge. I remember this well.
We tried so many different apps and stuff, but ultimately it wouldn't accept our photo on the online application. Not a problem. You do have to submit 3 times. Click 3 times till the website lets you proceed and says, look, okay, you're having problems with your photo. You can provide one when you get there.
But was that clear? Like,
it was a little bit difficult.
It was a little bit difficult. I don't think it was crystal clear that you had to do it 3 times for then say, no, we'll do it on the day.
Yeah.
But
so we got a photo done at a passport machine and took a physical passport photo along with us.
Yep.
You need to bring with you when you go to your appointment, and you can't make an appointment until you've done your application online and you get a number. So you need to bring your application form. I'm actually going to go for my list here because it's much easier. You need to bring your application form, photocopy of your passport, your actual passport, printouts of your flight, e-ticket and itinerary, and any hotel confirmations. And it's good to take a copy per person because they assess each application one by one. And we were seen together, weren't we?
We were seen together, yeah.
But they still treated it as 2, so having doubles, otherwise there is a photocopier in there and they will send you down to photocopy.
So they acknowledged that we were together, but we had to go up one by one, but together, if that makes sense.
So when you arrive, you're directed to an initial check-in desk. We went for the first appointment of the day. It was very busy. Avoid Mondays and Tuesdays.
Yeah, that's what I overheard. A lot of these companies that come in and do it on behalf of you, these paid service, were saying that Mondays and Tuesdays are typically busier. So
first we had to go to another desk to get our photos scanned. We then got a ticket. The ticket basically is like a calling system. So you go and sit and you wait for your number to be called. When it's called, you then get over to your desk and you do your fingerprints, a couple of questions.
I don't think I've got any questions, but yeah,
it was
there might be some questions.
Really straightforward. And then once you've done that, you're issued with another ticket and you have to go downstairs to make payment for the actual application.
Yes.
So that's all done. They keep your application form, they keep your passport. You have 2 options. They can either post your passport to you when the visa's done, or you can come back and collect it. So we decided to collect it, just because we wanted to physically have the passport and didn't want to risk anything go missing. So once you've made payment, you get a return receipt, and our receipt was only 4 days later. So we went on the Monday, and I think it was available the Thursday or Friday that week. So really quick service. When you're collecting, one little tip, don't get in the normal queue. Just find a member of staff, there's normally a security guard there, and just say, I'm just collecting, and he'll give you a quick receipt, then you go down.
I will say that was really good, because I did see the security guard when we went together on the first time, and he was very good at coordinating people, directing people, because a lot of people are going for the first time, and it is a daunting experience. So
it was very busy in there. So that was done. The visa we got is valid for 2 years and it cost £151 each, I believe. from memory.
Approximately, yeah.
Approximately. So we're going to link the visaforchina.org website below, obviously, which is the official one. But yeah, that was the process.
Yeah.
So we booked this trip DIY. So we booked each element ourselves. We didn't use a travel agent. We just booked everything direct with each company. So for flights, we used British Airways. We looked on Skyscanner and compared the pricing. But Skyscanner is probably your first port of call. There are direct flights and there are also indirect flights. Because of the duration of the flight,
we wanted direct.
Yeah, Rich has got the durations, haven't you? How long is it?
So considering going from London Heathrow, it's 11.5 hours directly to Shanghai Pudong Airport, and then going back it's longer, 12.5 hours.
Yeah, so they're really long flights. So we didn't want, on such a short trip, we didn't want to say, we could have saved a little bit of money maybe flying via somewhere else on the way, but we didn't want to. So we booked with British Airways. We used our Avios and a 2-for-1 voucher from our British Airways Amex. So we saved up, and that meant that we paid £550 each return, and that is in Club World, which is business class. So definitely, we personally recommend the British Airways credit card and Avios scheme.
Yes. Because
long flights like that, you can get some great deals.
Yeah, and if you're thinking about or wondering about how far away Shanghai Disneyland is from the airport, it's about 30 to 40 minutes via taxi, but we are going to capture on the vlog, so we will give you a more accurate distance between the two, in case you're wondering how far it is from the airport, Pudong Airport.
Yeah, and the pricing. We're going to just get a normal taxi though, aren't we?
We're just going to get a normal taxi, yeah. So we'll include that in the vlog so you know how much and how long it's going to take.
Yeah, we've been told that taxis are really cheap in China, and we're going to come on to, we keep saying we've been told, but we're going to tell you in a little while where we've been getting our research from, so we point you to the same places that we have really.
So for currency, we're actually going to take around about £100 in cash in advance, and we're going to be using the Starling card and Revolut, and also our credit card. So those are our main means of funds whilst we're travelling to Shanghai Disneyland. Yeah,
we understand that a card is really widely accepted, so we don't really need to take too much cash, but taxis and stuff, we want to have a bit of cash.
Yes.
And like stands and stuff.
Stands and stuff, and yeah, just it's always good to have just at least a little bit of cash with you.
Yeah. Now we decided to stay on site at Disney, again, because it's a short trip.
Yep.
There's 2 hotels on site, the Shanghai Disneyland Hotel, which looks stunning, and the Toy Story Hotel.
The lobby. We watched a few videos on the Toy Story Hotel. It's got like an alien themed like announcement in one of the lifts. It's so cool and I can't wait to experience it.
So if you can't tell from behind, there is an alien obsession here, Toy Story Alien. And so what one are we staying at?
So we're staying at the Toy Story Hotel.
Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely.
We booked it 12 months in advance, direct on the Shanghai Disneyland website. We used our Starling card, so there was no currency fee at all on that. It was around half the price of the Shanghai Disneyland Hotel, but they were really reasonable.
Yes.
So there was an offer on, which is on quite often, of, if you book early, of 25% off when you stay 2 nights or more. So for our 4 nights in a garden view room, we paid
£560.
Yeah, all in.
Yep.
So about 140 a night, which we didn't think was bad at all.
No, not at all. For a Disney hotel, or an on-site Disney hotel, that is good.
And there are some added benefits of staying on site.
Yep, so staying in a Disneyland hotel, or the Toy Story Hotel, you're going to be guaranteed entry to the park, and also, one of the biggest benefits in my eyes, is getting into the park up to 1 hour before park opening.
Yeah, we've heard mixed things. Some people have said 30 minutes, some people have said an hour. So we will report back on that, exactly how it works.
So at the moment we're saying up to 1 hour,
Yeah.
because we just don't know, it just varies. Some of the other benefits is a separate Disneytown entrance to the park.
Which is going to be huge. From what we've seen, what we've been told,
Yeah.
that is probably going to be the greatest benefit of all. Because the lines to get in look crazy.
Crazy, yeah. We've got free transport to the parks, either by bus or boat.
We don't get to go on the boat.
We don't get to go on the boat.
Well, we will.
Oh, hang on a minute, we might go on the boat.
We might.
We might go on the boat. we'll fill you in the vlogs. Walkable to the parks, which is a major bonus. So if you can't, for whatever reason, wait or the lines are too long for the transport, walking is a great option. And also, if park tickets are purchased with hotel stay, early access to fast passes and 1 additional fast pass.
Yeah, this bit we're a bit unclear on, but ultimately it's really confusing because the park tickets we're going to come on to, but they weren't available to buy when we booked the hotel, so you couldn't combine it at the time. So when the park tickets did come out, we went onto our booking and clicked add tickets, went through it all, and they haven't linked up. So we then contacted Shanghai Disneyland and said, look, we did buy park tickets from the actual booking page, and they've said, well, no, sorry, it's not linked, you'll have to speak to someone when you get there. So whether we'll actually get that benefit of the extra fast pass, I don't know.
Remains to be seen, but we're going to give it a go.
We'll report back on that.
So park tickets go on sale around about 1 month beforehand.
Which gave us heart palpitations.
Yeah, it's like 1 month beforehand.
1 month.
Like what?
We always buy them ages before we go.
Yep, and 1 or 2 day tickets can actually be bought online. But if you want more...
Yeah, so they only sell 1 or 2 day tickets. So for us going for 3 days, we had to buy a 2 day ticket and a 1 day ticket.
Yeah.
And it's all dated, so you pick the actual day when you book. The pricing is graded. So for us, the Saturday and Sunday was more expensive than the Monday. So I'll just go through what we paid. So for our 1 day ticket, we paid £46 each. And for our 2 day tickets, we paid £118 each. So all in for 3 days, £164.
That's not bad.
So it's not too bad.
Not too bad.
We've been advised that you have to, the tickets come through as like just an email confirmation, and on there it says you have to have your passport or ID with you. So when you actually buy a ticket, you put in your passport number, and then on the first time you go to a turnstile, they need to see your passport to activate it. We're actually going to try and go to the ticket booth in Disneytown the night we get there, because we land at like 5 PM. And we're not going to the park, we're just going to go to Cheesecake Factory, I think.
Yeah, we've already decided.
There's a Cheesecake Factory in Disneytown, so we're going there. A nice, safe first meal.
Yeah.
But there is a guest relations in Disneytown, and we're going to see if they can help us out with the whole ticket situation.
Fingers crossed.
So we'll see if the hotel can't.
Yeah.
But we'll report back on that.
Yes. One of the things we found really useful was the Shanghai Disneyland app. Now, the Shanghai Disneyland app is free to download, which is big thumbs up.
Yes.
You can download the free app and see park tickets. You can buy your park tickets via the app. You can see the park hours, and you can also see the park map. So
Yeah.
all good resources.
Again, for planning, the park hours only go on about 1 month before. It's not a huge issue because we've found that there's only one park, so you don't need to worry about jumping between 2 parks. And most of the time the shows and stuff are very similar, so like the fireworks and the parades, they don't really vary hugely through the year. So it's not been a massive issue for us, but the app has been really good at allowing us to just get a feel for where things are. So what we've done is opened up and seen where Tron is, seen where Pirates is.
Zooming in on that map.
Yeah, seeing where Soarin' is, so we can get a feel for the approximate layout, so that when we get in that park for the first time, we know where we're heading.
We're almost like mapping out in our minds, like when we first get there, the route we're going to take, where we're going to go first, and it's all really exciting.
Yeah, and fast passes are actually all managed through the app as well, so which makes life so easy. It's free. It's kind of like the Disneyland Max Pass from everything I've seen.
Yeah.
But effectively, you get into the park, connect to the free Wi-Fi in the park. There is free Wi-Fi. Scan your ticket, link it all up, and then you can start picking fast passes.
Yep.
So that sounds really good, and it's just one fast pass at a time, much like the old system. So it's kind of the old system but on a new platform. Yeah, so we'll definitely report back and try and do some like visuals showing you how that works.
It'll all be on the vlog, don't worry.
So time for dining. We're used to Florida, we're used to 180 days before. None of that here. You can reserve dining around 60 days before. So it's a bit like Disneyland in California. You do it by calling up, or we actually did it on live chat, or like web chat. So we thought we'd just give it a try, and I thought, oh, we'll go on and see the live chat and ask them if they can make some reservations. Watch out for time difference. So Shanghai is like 8 hours ahead of us in the UK. So I need to do it early in the morning because otherwise they're at home. So we actually booked both of ours on live chat, and the email confirmations came through in no time at all.
Yep. And for this trip, we've actually booked 2 character dining meals, so that's really exciting. So we're going to be doing the Royal Banquet Hall, which is inside the castle. Like, how amazing is that? So we're going to be eating inside the Shanghai Disneyland castle. Can't wait for that to be
That huge castle.
Yeah, it's absolutely massive. I don't think we're quite prepared for how big that castle is going to be. And also we're going to be eating at Lumiere's Kitchen at the Shanghai Disneyland Hotel.
Yeah, they're actually the only 2 restaurants we wanted to book out of all the restaurants. We've seen a couple of, I think we're going to be in Remy's Patisserie quite a lot, which is the kind of bakery on Mickey Avenue.
Yeah.
So look, we're trying to get used to things like there isn't a main street, it's Mickey Avenue, and it's all different, so we're trying to remember the different names.
We're so going to call it Main Street at least twice.
So yeah, that's it. And you can view all the menus online for the restaurants. I know that Royal Banquet Hall is like a set menu, whereas Lumiere's Kitchen is a buffet.
Yep.
So we'll definitely report back on those. Ride time. We've been checking out the rides. Now the app shows us there's only one ride shut when we're there, which is unfortunately Rex's Racer, which is just like RC Racer in Paris.
I'm so disappointed about that.
But you, like we said, at least you've ridden it in Paris, and it's not like a new ride you haven't done
before. Like a new, unique ride to Shanghai Disneyland. Yeah.
So thankfully it's just one. But the rides on our to-do list are...
Gotta mention Tron at the top of the list. Like, come on. Like, I'm so excited to try Tron. I know it's coming to Walt Disney World, but to ride Tron is just going to be insane.
Yeah.
Pirates of the Caribbean. Now, we've heard some great reviews about Pirates of the Caribbean. Apparently, it's the best version in the world.
And we've been skipping so many POV and ride videos on YouTube and stuff to not see it.
That's kind of why I'm saying, like, apparently, because I really haven't watched anything. I've just been hearing, like, reviews. Soarin', which I think we love anyway. I think it's kind of similar to other Soarin'.
Yeah, I think it's just the ending that might be different. But
yeah,
and the whole like intro. I've watched a lot more like vlog videos than Rich. So Rich prefers to go in as like I've not seen anything. It's all brand new. Whereas I can't wait. So I have watched a few. But I'm going to stay quiet and not spoil it for anyone.
Yeah, Roaring Rapids.
It's going to get wet.
We're going to get wet on Roaring Rapids, which looks awesome, and also Buzz Lightyear.
That does look good.
That looks really good.
I've seen enough of that to know how good it looks. So for us, the app has been really useful because the app shows wait times. Now, the time difference means we tend to get up early here and we quickly log on and have a look at what's busy. So those rides tend to be the most popular from what we've seen in queue waits. Mm-hmm. Certainly Soarin' seems to be the one that everyone's running to, Tron and Pirates. We will report on our own experience when we vlog it.
Yes.
But it's given us a rough idea. You can also purchase additional fast passes, and I really like this, and they work out around £9 a ride.
Yeah.
So I think it's just nice to have in the background that if it is busy and we want to ride Tron one more time or something, we can just pay that £9 through the app each and do that.
Or if we get to the end of the 3rd day and we're like, for whatever reason we didn't get to ride one ride that's unique to Shanghai Disneyland, we know we've got that service as a backup.
Yeah, so we've budgeted around £100 just in case for that. So we want to make sure that we've got everything done. Yeah. You can also purchase a Premier Access Pass, which we saw this Natasha did. We'll come on to her in a moment. But this Natasha did a vlog on using the Premier Access Pass, which is basically around £50, has seasonal pricing, and it gets you on all the main rides in one day. So we've always got that in our back pocket as well.
Yeah, because it's so far away. It's a long way to go, and to not do something that you really wanted to do, it's just nice to have that there in case you need it.
Yeah, and as we said before, fast passes are made inside the park on the Wi-Fi, so nothing to do before you go. It's all going to be once you're there.
We do love doing a lot of research for our trips, and it is possible to do research without spoiling too many things. I mean, we can skip like rides, we can skip parades, but it just gives you a kind of sense and idea of what you're going to be expecting when you arrive, but without spoiling too much.
Yeah, that's what we've done. We've watched some vlogs and we've skipped bits that we don't want to see where it's on ride or too much information that's spoiling it. But we do really recommend doing a level of research because it just helps you, especially knowing the layout, so you're not just lost and constantly looking. It's helped us a lot.
Really
so
nice.
Some of the resources that we will list these all below, but the first one is TDR Explorer. Chris at TDR Explorer does a lot for Tokyo Disney Resort, but he also does some great guides for Shanghai, and he has one particular blog post which focuses, sorry, the cat's down here. He does one particular blog post on Shanghai that I'll link, and it's really kind of start to stop full guide.
Yep.
And it was invaluable. This Natasha, our friend Natasha has done many vlogs in Shanghai. She's done some solo trips. She's also been with Karen. So really good info on there.
Yeah. Lots
of park, and also did the Premier Access Pass.
She's so lucky. She's able to go to Shanghai quite a few times for work purposes. So she's very kind and puts her vlogs out for us.
And then Karen B. So Karen also went with Natasha last summer and did some really good vlogs with a lot of ride footage and like the layout, and it was really helpful.
Yes.
Our friend Nikki has a blog post all about Shanghai, similar to the TDR Explorer one. That's Travelling with Nikki, and we'll link that below. And also the two Disney guys did Shanghai vlogs last year. They did a Hong Kong Shanghai trip.
Yeah.
And they did a lot of vlogs. They also stayed at the Toy Story Hotel, and so did Natasha and Karen.
Yeah.
So it's great if you're exploring the hotels, but Karen and Natasha also stayed at the Shanghai Hotel, Shanghai Disneyland.
They did a bit of both in their trip, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll link them below, and yeah, definitely recommend checking them out. So that pretty much covers everything. If you've got any questions on what we've covered or want to know more about our trip, just comment below. We'll definitely see if we can answer them before, or if not, after we get back.
But what are we most excited about when we go? I mean, for me, it's got to be... I'm excited to see Mickey Avenue, definitely, but of course, Tron.
Yeah, see, I'm excited to see the size of that castle, because I don't know whether it's going to be actually as big as it looks, or whether it's just going to be huge. And also Pirates of the Caribbean. It'd be really good to see that as well.
Yeah.
And also because it's Disney's newest park, I want to see, you know, that it's only a couple of years old. I think it turns 3 this year. But just excited to see it.
One thing to mention is that we're not going to be doing many vlogs on this trip, and Luke will explain why.
Yeah, because of the Chinese firewall issue, so a lot of social media and websites are blocked in China. So although there's free Wi-Fi, we won't have access. But we're going to do our best to upload on social media where we can.
But the full vlogs will be out very quickly after we get back. So you will not have to wait long for the full vlogs to come.
No. We understand that sometimes if you're roaming, your network goes through an international server, so it allows you to use social media. So if you do see some posts from us, we managed to get something out.
Yeah.
But do follow us on Instagram. I think Instagram is probably going to be our main source of updates while we're there.
Yeah.
So that is LRDreaming. Also Twitter.
Yeah. And also we might do a few on Facebook, but it's, as we say, it's all dependent on connection access.
Yeah. Well, thankfully Instagram is linked to Facebook, so it will update as we go. Yeah, I think that's everything. But just want to ask you guys,
what are you most excited for?
Yeah, what are you most excited for us seeing, and what do you want to see in the vlogs? So, you know, we're really interested to know as well.
Yeah, leave your comments below, and we love hearing your feedback, and we hope this video is useful. And if you are planning a trip to Shanghai Disneyland, let us know, because we'd love to hear how your planning's going.
Yeah, or if you've been and you've got anything else, any other tips or anything at all,
drop them below, because they may prove useful to other people watching as well.
So we hope you'll subscribe to our channel and stay tuned for lots more. See you soon.
See you soon.